Okay. Hi everybody, this is Dawson. I'm back with another movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new 2024 John Woo film, The Killer. Released in 2024, directed by John Woo. And this is a remake of the 1989 The Killer, which I've never seen. Also directed by John Woo. And the film stars Natalie Emmanuel, Omar Sy, Sam Worthington, Diane Silvers, Eric Cantona, and Said. I'm not going to try to pronounce her name, or this guy's name, but, yeah, anyway. So, The Killer. This, of course, was released on Peacock, and I wanted to check it out, so I did, and now I'm here to review it. So as far as the plot to The Killer goes, I'm just going to read it off the internet. That's the best way I know how to describe it. So the plot of The Killer, according to the internet, is as follows. When a feared contract killer refuses to murder a young blind woman on the orders of her handle, she finds herself haunted by old colleagues and a determined detective. And that's your basic plot of The Killer. Okay, The Killer. I didn't know a single thing about this movie, because I never saw the 1989 film, but according to what people say, it's one of the best action movies of all time. So maybe one day I'll watch it, and maybe one day I'll review it. So this is the only Killer movie that I've seen, The Killer. Not to be confused with David Fincher's The Killer with Michael Fassbender that came out last year. Not to be confused with that one. So I was curious to see this movie, and of course, I'm not a big John Woo fan. I mean, the only movie I've seen of his is Mission Impossible 2 and this movie. But I've never seen any of his other movies. Obviously, I've never seen the 1989 film The Killer, which this is a remake of. John Woo, the movies that I've seen of his, I enjoy. Of course, Broken Arrow is another classic movie. That's a fun movie. Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. That's another good one. Not the best movie, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Same with Broken Arrow. And Mission Impossible 2. Well, I love Mission Impossible 2. I think it's one of the best action movies of all. I think it's one of the best action movies. And I know John Woo is known for directing like Hong Kong films, because he's a Hong Kong director. I've never seen any of his other movies, hence the movies I just named. And then of course he directed Silent Night, the action film, which I didn't hate that movie. I just thought it was kind of ridiculous. And over the top, but what do I know? Going into this movie, I was intrigued to see what John Woo could do. I know that I saw the plot of the movie, and I thought, okay, this is a very interesting plot. Let me check this movie out. And I enjoyed this movie. I did. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a well-made, well-directed movie. I think this movie does have me intrigued to watch the 1989 film. I don't know if the 1989 film has the same premise. I'm sure if somebody out there has seen it, somebody can tell me if it does. Or I could just look it up. Yeah. But I did enjoy this movie. I did have fun with it. I do have a few nitpicks with it. That's mainly towards the third act of the movie. But I did enjoy this movie. I did. I thought it was a really well-made movie. I think John Woo, not John Cho. I think John Woo's direction of the film is great. I think all the action sequences are great. I think the story is very well done. The cast of this movie, I think, is great. You have Nathaniel Emmanuel as the main character Z. I thought she was good. She handled the fight scenes really well. She handled the action scenes very well. I think Omar Sy as C, SCSEY. I'm probably butchering that name so much. Going off track here, I'm sorry. I think Sam Worthington as Finn was very good. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but the guy that played the Prince, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. Angelise Wu as Chima. I thought they did very good. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the actors' names because I know I'm gonna mess up. So sorry, I'm not familiar with Hong Kong movies. No offense to Hong Kong people in general, but I don't know Hong Kong movies. I'm sorry. I think the action scenes in this movie were very good. I think the script in this movie was very good. So I think overall, The Killer, I had a fun time with this movie. It is on Peacock, so if you have Peacock, I'd say check this movie out. If you're a fan of John Woo, I'd say give this movie a shot. You might enjoy it. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to say. And so on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm going to give The Killer a 3.5 out of 4 stars. 3.5 out of 4 stars for The Killer. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. And there you guys go. That's my review of The Killer. So until next time, I'm Dawson. Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time with another movie review. See you later.